गिरिवरधारे जय जशोदानंदन ब्रज जनरंजन जशोदानंदन ब्रज जनरंजन जशोदानंदन ब्रज जनरंजन यमुना तेरा बनचारी जय यमुना तीरा बनचारी जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी जय गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Radha Krishna Chandra, Radha Krishna Chandra Radhe. Jaya Nitai Gauranga, Jaya Nitai Gauranga, Nitai Gauranga, Jaya Nitai Gauranga. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Prabhupada. Jaya Prabhupada. Jai Om Vishwada Paramahamsa Parivrajakaacharya Ashtotara Shridwan Kres Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki jai. अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद के श्रीमद् भागवतम की जय। Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskritya Naranjaiva Narothamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudiraye Nashtaprayeshu Buddheshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavatittama Shloki Bhaktir Bhavati Naistiki. Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, 3rd canto, chapter number 20, text number 35. Ya va kachi tvam abhale ya va kachi tvam abhale ya va kachi tvam abhale dishtya tandarshanam tava dishtya tandarshanam tava dishtya tandarshanam tava usnosi ikshamanana usnosi ikshamanana usnonosi ikshamanana kanduka kridaya manaha kanduka kridaya manaha kanduka kridaya manaha yava kachitvam abhale teshtyatan darshanam tava ustuno shikshamanana kanduka kridaya manaha yava kachitvam abhale dishthyatan darshanam tava usuno ikshamanana kanduka kridaya manaha yava kachitvam abhale dishthyatan darshanam tava usuno ikshamanana kanduka kridaya manaha yava kachitvam abhale dishthyatan darshanam tava usuno ikshamanana kanduka kridaya manaha. Shri Radha Krishna Shri Shintai Gaurang Ki Srila Prabhupada Ki. Yava Gajidvam Abhale Dishthyatan Darshanam Tava Usno Ikshamananam Kanduka Kridaya Manaha Yava Gajidvam Abhale Dishthyatan Tava Vishno ikshamananam kanduka kridaya manaha yava gajidvam abhale ejyasam darshanam tava Vishno ikshamananam kanduka kridaya manaha. Why sitting so back? There's so much space, is there? Are you able to see from here or from there board clearly? Not able to see why sitting backside? Yeah. Whosoever. Wa. Or. Kachi. Anyone. Tvam. You. Abale. Oh beautiful girl. Drishtya. By fortune. Sandarshanam. Seeing. Tava. Of you. Usnosi. You agitate. Ikshamananam. Of the onlookers. Kanduka. With the ball. Kridaya. By play. Manaha. The mind. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Translation. Whosoever you may be, O beautiful girl, we are fortunate in being able to see you. While playing with a ball, you have agitated the minds of all onlookers. Translation with repetition. Whosoever you may be, O beautiful girl, we are fortunate in being able to see you. While playing with a ball, you have agitated the minds of all onlookers. Purport. Demons arrange many kinds of performance to see the glaring beauty of a beautiful woman. Here it is stated that they saw the girl playing with a ball. Sometimes the demonic arrange for so-called sports like tennis with the opposite sex. The purpose of such sporting is to see the bodily construction of a beautiful girl and enjoy a subtle sex mentality. This demonic sex mentality of a material enjoyment is sometimes encouraged by so-called yogis who encourage the public to enjoy sex life in different varieties and at the same time advertise that if one meditate on a certain manufactured mantra, one can become God within 6 months. The public wants to be cheated, and Krishna therefore creates such cheaters to misrepresent and delude. These so-called yogis are actually enjoyers of the world garbed with, as a yogis. Bhagavad Gita, however, recommends that if one wants to enjoy life, then it cannot be with these gross senses. A patient is advised by the experienced physician to refrain from ordinary enjoyment while in the diseased condition. A diseased person cannot enjoy anything. He has to restrain his enjoyment in order to get rid of the disease. Similarly, our material condition is a disease condition. If one wants to enjoy real sense enjoyment, then one must get free from the enjoyment of material existence. In spiritual life, we can enjoy sense enjoyment which has no end. The difference between material and spiritual enjoyment is that material enjoyment is limited Even if a man engages in material sex enjoyment, he cannot enjoy it for long. But when the sex enjoyment is given up, then one can enter the spiritual life, which is unending. In Bhagavatam, it is stated that Brahma Saukhya, the spiritual happiness, is ananta, unending. Foolish creatures are enamored by the beauty of matter and think that the enjoyment it offers is real. But actually, that is not real enjoyment. This ends the Bhakti Vedanta Purport. Om Ajnanati Mirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshul Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Preshthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namini Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Prasharini Shesha Shunyavadi Pavshati Deshutadini Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Ghaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Srimad Bhagavatam 20th chapter, conversation between Maitreya and Vidura. The Maitreya Muni talks about how the Brahma, in the process of creation, so many obstacles they are facing. And Lord Brahma is creating on the order of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. The Lord is designed this material world with the good and bad both things. In the process of creation, Brahma created demons. Earlier, many devatas are created, many other things are created. And one point of time, Brahma has created the demons from his buttock. And those demons are fond of sex and lustful, and they approach Brahma for copulation. The demons approach Brahma for the copulation, and Brahma laughed at these demons approaching Brahma for copulation. And they come in towards the Brahma. Brahma is fear. And he taken the shelter of the Lord for protection from those asuras. So Lord Brahma is offered prayers. And compassion to Lord, he able to understand. He is sitting in everyone's heart. He able to understand the distress of the Brahma. And Lord Brahma is Lord is advised the Lord Brahma to give up his impure body. Because body is impure, that the demons are came out. Because creation is a process, the process is happening at the mode of passion. Creation is a mode of passion. So Brahma is associated in the mode of passion. So that is the contamination. So he given birth, he created demons. So Lord advised to give up that impure body, contaminated, the passion, the mentality of mode of passion. Here, Sridhara Swami talks, Srila Sridhara Swami talks on this. The give up the body mean the mentality of passionate. Gave up. So, on advice of the Lord, Brahma cast off his body. When Brahma cast off, he gave up his body, and that body takes a form of evening twilights. Earlier we heard all these things, okay? Evening twilights. Twilight means dusk. Evening it takes the form of evening twilights. And Prabhupada comments on that particular verse. Generally, evening time, the junction of day ends and the night begins, is mode of passion. So that evening twilight, observed by these demons as a beautiful woman. Because demons are fond of sex. Sex-saturated mentality, look at everything like object of enjoyment. So they observe this evening twilights like a beautiful woman, well decorated with the ankle belts and other decor, and her body is very beautiful. All this description is given, and demons are glorifying the beautiful girl. That was earlier. Her breasts are projected upward because of their clinging to each other, and they were too contiguous to admit any intervening space. She had a shapely nose and beautiful teeth. A lovely smile played on her lips, and she cast a sportful glance at the asuras. Adorned with the dark tresses, she hid herself as it were out of shyness. Upon seeing that girl, the asuras were all infatuated with an opposite, infatuated with an appetite for sex. Though the demons are praised her, oh, what a beauty, what rare self-control, what a budding youth in the midst of us all who are passionately longing for her. She is moving about like one absolutely free from passion. So in this way, demons are glorifying. So demons are telling, who are you? Oh, pretty girl. Whose wife or daughter are you? And what can be object of your appearance before us? Why do you tantalize us, unfortunate as we are, with the priceless commodity of your beauty? Today's verse is, whosoever you may be, O beautiful girl, we are fortunate in being able to see you. While playing with the ball, you have agitated the minds of all onlookers. So these are the demons are very passionate for the sex indulge. So they glorifying this illusion. It's like illusion. So in reality, but they, because they are fond of sex, they looking at that twilight as a beautiful woman. So beautiful purport the Prabhupada writes here, very many instructions for all the devotee to understand and take. The demons arrange many kinds of performance to see glaring beauty of beautiful women. Here it is stated that they saw a girl playing with a ball. Sometimes the demonic arrange for so-called sports like tennis with the opposite sex. So Prabhupada is commenting how the demons arrange so many sports, cinemas, so many arrangement in modern age. So there is the opportunity to see the beautiful construction of women's body. And purpose of such sporting is to see the bodily construction of beautiful girl and enjoy subtle sex mentality. So here says subtle sex mentality. So generally, idea I mean okay, physical sex indulgence is wrong, but is a very unavoidable. When a mentally contaminated person look at a man, there is a subtle sex enjoyment. And this subtle sex enjoyment also obstacle in spiritual path. So there is a reason Vedic literatures are restricting any spiritual practitioner keep away from the attraction of the women. So women attractions be restricted for a spiritual practitioner. And the reality is, in our modern age, it's very difficult to restrict from the women attraction. So this is a generally available around us in the practice. So one to have the spiritual enjoyment. Here Prabhupada say, one should restrict the material enjoyment. Restriction of the material enjoyment, which allows a devotee to experience the spiritual enjoyment. So, Prabhupada gives the analogy, a diseased person restricted from the material enjoyment, some eating. The physician tell to a diseased person, okay, these are the items you should not eat. So that by restricting, it is restricts his enjoyment. By restricting those enjoyment, so his real enjoyment awaken when he cured of his disease. Similarly, a conditioned soul, it is a decision condition. Conditioned soul is a decision condition for any living entity. For them, the material enjoyments are restricting his real enjoyment. Okay, there is enjoyment in the material enjoyment also. There is a happiness in material enjoyment. And those material enjoyment is not endless. It's not unending. It's ending. So one restrict short-term enjoyment so that he is able to expose to the long-term enjoyment by the advancement in the spiritual life. And the reality is this body is designed in such a way that whenever there is a opportunity for the material enjoyment, the senses are pull us. Right now? So particularly material world is the highest enjoyment is the sex or attraction towards the opposite gender, right? Opposite gender. So that is a natural. Whenever a woman is come across, the attention will be taken towards the women. So that's the reason. So some guidelines Vedic literature is giving the spiritual practitioner, so that how can we can restrict from these attractions. And normally the sex appetite will never end, and it will end only death. The attraction or appetite for the sex enjoyment will end at the death. So Prabhupada, you give the example, okay. Akbar asked Birbal when this attraction for the sex will end. So Birbal say the death. So now, as we are mentally passionate or contaminated by the passion, there is a natural attraction for the material things. Now, what is the solution for the material, one to restrict material beauty? One should develop attractions towards Krishna. Unless one is not attracted towards Krishna's beauty, this material beauty will be attracted. So develop the attraction towards the Krishna's beauty. One should do devotional practices seriously. Okay. So now the material senses can't attract to Krishna. Material senses will attract to the material beauties or material enjoyment. So by serious practicing devotional, one able to purify senses, and purified senses attracts towards the Krishna. So that's once a living entity develops attraction for Krishna's beauty, naturally the attraction towards the matter or this material beauty will be restricted. Okay, these are one of the important point. Okay, for the one to restrict from the women attraction, one should develop the attraction towards Krishna by serious practicing and purifying the senses. The one more point is, okay, there is association also influence. Correct, no? Women's association. Dasa Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is advising Asasanga Tyaga. So Asasanga Tyaga means association of the women, materialistic people, association of the person who is associated with women. This is called asas. So one should avoid asasanga. One should take pleasure in satsanga. So association of devotees are very, very important for the spiritual advancement. Everywhere in Bhagavatam describes this. For the spiritual advancement, association of devotees are very, very important. So in living in a community of devotees, we take advantage of association, so that there must be a harmony within the devotees community. So appreciating and good relations with the devotees, so that we'll take pleasure in circle of devotees. If someone is not take the advantage of the devotees association, then he look for the association asat. So these are the very important for the devotees to have the good relationship in a devotees communities. Otherwise, we keep finding the fault within the devotees and we lose interest living in devotee circle. And if everywhere, that is the mentality. Okay, human being naturally the social being. The reality is the spiritual being. But if you not be a spiritual being, then you be a social being. Okay, socially, so I mean, someone should be there to talk, someone should be there to share the things, and we look for, and there is no good communication, good relationship with the devotee, then we will associate the person who is non-devotee. So, association of devotees is the one of the important thing for one to restrict from the association of men. Then restricting oneself by following the regulatory principles. The natural attraction is there. So because Acharya set some principle to follow, I strictly follow those rules and regulations, even though there is a force, the urge. There is a different urge. And there is a force, sense force. By following the rules and regulations, one can be restricting, one fall into. Natural attraction will be there, that is definitely. But the abide by the rules and regulations, so I am able to restrict from the fall down into the wrong activities, which is not favorable for the spiritual progress. One more important thing is taking or get educated by reading the Vedic literatures. Vedic literature has given the n number of examples. Vedic literature is setting that these are the one of the examples also, again instructing, right? So we may think sometime, okay, why Bhagavatam talks about all this? It looks like very not connecting. So from the Abhadaka Brahma, the demons are created and demons are running towards Brahma for copulation. And naturally, okay, these are not a very good subject match with the Bhagavad. The Bhagavad nothing to do with all these things. Bhagavatam is the guidelines to become a Bhagavatam. That's what Bhagavatam is designed. Bhagavatam is designed to a conditioned soul to prepare a Bhagavatam. Bhagavatam means completely dedicated or attraction toward the Lord. So in a conditioned life, these all the pitfalls are there. So the Bhagavata is reminding, okay, these are the pitfalls are there in material world naturally. You like or dislike, these things are there. So Bhagavatam is reminding so that how we should be careful. So like so many examples that you can go through the example of Yayati's life. How Yayati is attracted to the women and enjoy the sex for thousands of years. And at the end he is regretting. Like that, many examples are there. So we should take the example, these are the examples set in the Bhagavatam. By reading the Bhagavatam, we should develop, okay, whenever such thoughts are coming, whenever such situations are coming in a life, devotee's life, and these other things are reminders. Okay, Bhagavatam speaks this, the incidents where all this association, how example of a great yogi, Shaubhari, is a path of spirituality, yogi. And senses are so powerful. They gave up so many years of austerity lost in a small incident of two fishes are mating each other by sea. So this is it. So this was taking are educated by the Bhagavatam and taking instruction from the Bhagavatam and empower the knowledge. Whenever we have situations of such, be able to relate all these pitfalls in the spiritual journey. The most important is take guidance from the Vaishnavas. So many times such situations comes. Unfortunately, happens if the devotees or practitioners are serious enough, then they'll approach a serious Vaishnavas and discuss and take the guidance and save oneself from the fall down the spiritual path. So this is a very important. So how this glaring beauty of a woman is for the spiritual practitioner is hurdle in his journey. So Prabhupada says, if one wants to enjoy real sense enjoyment, then one must get freed from the entanglement of material existence. In spiritual life, we can enjoy sense enjoyment which has no end. The difference between material and spiritual enjoyment is that material enjoyment is limited. Even if a man engages in material sex enjoyment, he cannot enjoy it for long. But when the sex enjoyment is given up, then one can enter a spiritual life which is unending. So, very important instruction of Vrishabhadev. It's Prabhupada quotes here. In the Bhagavatam, Vrishabhadeva say, Nayam deho deha bhajan loke kashtan kaman arhate vidbhujanye tapodhivyam putrakaye nasatvam shabdhid yasmad brahmasokyam tva anantam. Lord Vrishabhadeva told his son, my dear boys, of all the living entities who have accepted the material bodies in this world, one who has been awarded this human form should not work hard day and night simply for sense enjoyment or sense gratification, which is available even for dogs and hogs that eat stool. One should engage in penance and austerity to attain a divine position of the devotional service. By such activity, one's heart is purified. And when one attains this position, it attains eternal blissful life, which is transcendental to the material happiness and which continues forever. So, tapodivyam, the human life is not meant for enjoyment. There is so-called so many enjoyment is there in the material world, but the purpose of human life is not for any of the material enjoyment. And even you try for the material enjoyment, okay, there is enjoyment, and it's not for long time. So one want to real enjoyment, one should give up the material enjoyment. Then he is become eligible for the spiritual enjoyment. So devotion practices are very great opportunity for the devotees. Experience the real enjoyment, which is obtainable only from the spiritual practices. Material senses can enjoy the matter, and same senses spiritualize. Those spiritualized senses able to experience the spiritual happiness. So serious devotion practices are very, very important to once to protect from the fall down uh, in the spiritual path, from the spiritual path. So this Bhagavata giving set of the examples uh, again and again to reminding us how a devotee should be careful in devotion practices. One is completely engaged in the devotion practice very seriously under the guidance of the acharyas. One can purify. So such person will be safe in spiritual path. Otherwise, looks like spiritual journey is very easy and there is a lot of risk. Stop here. Srimad Bhagavatam ki, Srila Prabhupada ki.